You already hit it, so
Nose. Don't pick your nose. Au revoir.
I'm gonna need you to, come back.
You ain't gonna need me to come back.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I decided to join in on the Valentine's Day festivities and create this makeup look for the day. I am also using the Dose of Colors Desi X Katy palette again because they have some really pretty colors in here that I just wanted to play with. They have this really dark burgundy color and then this really pretty pink shimmer color that complements it really well. They also have these really cool blues on the end, and this top blue is what I have in the bottom inner corner of my eye. I wanted to create something that had a little bit of a twist besides just the reds and pinks for the holiday. So if you'd like to learn how to create this look, then just keep on watching. So today we're going to start on the eyes again, since it is kind of a more dramatic look, and if there is a little bit of fallout, we can just clean it up with a makeup wipe without removing foundation. I did already do my brows, and I cleaned up a little bit with some concealer, and then whatever I had left over I just kind of dragged down on my lid and then dusted some translucent powder over it. I used the Benefit Precisely my brow pencil in the shade 4, and then I just used some shape tape from Tarte. Not sharp shape tape. I hope not, because that would be bad. Okay, so to start the eye, and again I am using the Friendcation palette from the Dose of Colors collection with Desi and Katy. So first I'm going to take the color Basic in a large fluffy brush and just sweep that in the crease and over the lid. Then I'm going to be taking a smaller fluffy brush and I'm going to be going in with that really pretty rich kind of pinky red shade called Girl Bye, and I'm going to be working that in my crease and just blending that out. And since this is a little bit more of a pigmented and darker color, it'll just take a little bit of time and patience to kind of work that in the crease. So just give it some time and be patient. Pick up a little product at a time and then just work that in as you go. This is also going to be more of a halo type shaped eye, so it's okay to get it on the lid. Actually, you want to make sure that you get color on the outside V of your eye and then also on that inside, because we're going to be putting that pretty sparkle shade in the middle of the eye. So alright, and then once that color is all blended out, I'm going to be taking this small like flat brush from Tarte. I think it's actually a lip brush, but it's really small, so it works for like when you're cutting the crease or if you want to lay concealer down on your eye and just to be really precise. So I'm going to take a little bit of concealer on that brush and I'm going to put the concealer right in the middle of the eye and then just kind of blend it out on either side. Then I'm actually going to take my finger, because these shadows work pretty well when you just put it straight on your finger, and I'm going to take the color Try Me and just pack that on my lid. And then just to blend that color a little bit more, I'm going to take that smaller fluffy brush with the color Girl Bye again and just blend out the edges. I'm going to move on to the under eye next so I can do all the eyeshadow, or all the eyeshadow at the same time. But first I'm just going to take a makeup wipe and clean underneath my eye and then off to the side a little bit too. So then I'm going to take a little bit of shape tape and just put that down and blend it out. I don't know why I hold on to my beauty blender for dear life. I'm trying to be softer with it so I don't ruin it. Alright, and now to the fun part, which is the blue, is I'm going to take this small definer brush in the color A Moment and place that on the bottom of my inner corner of my eye. All right, and then I'm gonna take a small, fluffy kind of pencil brush and take the color Necessary, and I'm going to run that color on the rest of the bottom of my lower lash line, and then kind of over the blue just a little bit, just so it kind of creates that kind of ombre effect. Then I'm going to take this large fluffy brush again with the color Girl Bye. I'm just going to dab into it, and then I'm going to spread it so it kind of creates a thinned out brush, and I'm going to run that under my lash line. And then I'm going to take just a black liner. This is a Sephora brand, black felt liner, and I'm just going to line my lash line. Then I'm going to curl my lashes and put on some mascara on the top and bottom lashes. Lastly, to finish the eyes, I'm going to use this Bare Minerals liner just in a dark brown color, and I'm going to line my waterline just to bring a little bit more depth back into the eyes, since there's a lot of like reds and different colors going on. Moving on to the face, I am back using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless because my spray tan is no longer with us, or I guess I should say my self tanner. Today I'm going to be using this Studio Pro brush from BH Cosmetics. It's number 3. I've only used it to blend out cream and like liquid contour shades, and I never used it for foundation until the other day, and I really liked how it worked. It gave me a little bit more coverage, and I feel like it was a little bit easier and faster to apply than a beauty sponge. So I'm just going to put some foundation on the side of my hand, swirl it around, and then go ahead and apply it. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if this video will go up in time before Valentine's Day, so I guess I should be asking, what did everyone do for Valentine's Day this year? I personally never really have any plans because my mom actually owned a flower store, and then a little bit after that she was the manager for the floral department in our local grocery store. So I was always be there helping during that time. And now that she no longer works there, I actually kind of miss it, because when you get to design arrangements and use different flowers, it's really creative, and I think as I'm a creative person, and it was just really, I really enjoyed it. When she owned her store in town, I actually really didn't do too much there because I was usually home watching my brother. But when she worked at the grocery store, my sister and I, we started to go in there every year and help her. It was busy and crazy, but I actually really liked it. It's like I said, you got to be creative, and it wasn't one of those jobs where you have to fill out a form or you have to place an order and do the same kind of tedious thing every day. It was more like fun, and you got to be creative and create like a different arrangement every time. So, and not saying that there's like not a rhyme or reason to making floral arrangements, but you just get to be more creative. Although sometimes at the end of the day it was just kind of, especially towards the end of the day, and these men that have waited to the last minute are running in and freaking out. You just, at that point you're throwing anything in a vase because you're so tired and it's so late, and it's just, at that point it's, sorry if you waited this long. Next, for concealer, I'm going to be using this Shape Tape. And since I already put concealer under my eyes before I did my under eye eyeshadow, I'm just going to be very careful when I'm blending out to not cover the shadow or get too far up by my eyes. So Since the eyes are pretty dramatic, I want to keep the skin pretty soft. So today I'm going to use this e.l.f. palette that is a cream blush. And I think I'm going to use this corner color over here. And I'm just going to apply it with my finger. And I'm just going to dab it on the apples of my cheeks first. And then once I do that, I'm going to blend it out with my beauty sponge. And then when I blend it out, I'm going to blend it on the apples of my cheeks, but then I'm going to kind of take it up towards my hairline. Now that I have all my creams down, I'm going to go ahead and just lightly dust some translucent powder under my eyes. Just to lightly set that area. Then I'm going to warm up the face a little bit. I'm going to use the Hoola Benefit Bronzer. And I'm not going to contour so much today, it's just trying to brighten up or warm up the face. And I'm going to nose contour with that same powder. And I'm going to take a flat, fluffy brush to do so. I think this is an Avon brush. I've kind of been struggling with what kind of brush works for nose contour for me. At first I had a really flat definer brush, but I felt like that didn't look very natural and it kind of looked harsh, so I thought, okay, I'll move to a flat, fluffy brush and see if that blends out and looks a little bit better. So it's definitely all about trial and error. Sometimes it's the product, sometimes it's the tool. But if you have different brushes and different products, it never hurts to try a little bit of everything. So next I'm going to just set that cream blush with a little bit of powder blush. This is a little compact from Estee Lauder. It's a really pretty kind of pale pink color that I recently found, so I thought why not use it. For highlight, I'm going to go into the Anastasia That Glow Kit, and I think I'm going to use this champagne colored bubbly today. Lastly, I'm going to set the face with some Fix Plus. And I'm just gonna bounce that in with my beauty sponge just to make sure everything's set and nice and blended and kind of melts together. And then for my lip today, I'm gonna go with a nude lip since my eyes are pretty bold, and just try to keep it a little bit more neutral. So to start, I'm going to line my lips with a NYX pencil. This is their Suede Matte Lip Liner in the color Sandstorm. I really like lip liners that are more pencils that you can shave down instead of the ones that either they roll up or they just come in like a capsule and then once you use them they're done, because then I feel like you're not really getting your bang for your buck. And for when I first started using lip liners, I kind of treated them harshly and I didn't go very soft. So those ones that were just capsules, they're kind of already done and I maybe only use them 2 or 3 times. I am also going to be overlining my lips a little bit today, And I think it's the same with eyebrows. It's just kind of perfecting your shape and getting better at overlining your own lips. So I think that's definitely something to practice. And then to create a little bit more contour and like fullness in my lips, I'm going to shade the outside of my lips as well, and then leave the inside bare for the lipstick. Okay, and then for the lipstick, I'm going to be using Hey Girl, which is also from the Dose of Colors Desi X Katy collab. And I'm just going to pat that in the center of my lips. What I like to do is take my finger and pat over my lips just to blend in the lipstick and the lip liner a little bit more. Of course, if you go too much over the lip liner, you can always go back in and just kind of detail it or clean it up a little bit more too. Then to finish the lips, I'm going to be using another Dose of Colors Desi X Katy product. This is their Gloss the Most, and I'm just going to top that over my lips. Alright, so this is the finished look. I hope you all had a great Valentine's Day. I know I will probably just be home kicking it with the dogs, which is fine with me. I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup tutorial. It had a little bit of a twist to it. And if you like this video, then go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.